So we live in a very interesting age where you can identify as nearly anything you want, and because of the social ramifications of not adhering to political correctness, people won't call you on your bluff. It's gotten so bad that just stating something that's common knowledge, like there being only two genders, male and female, is deemed controversial. I'm here to offer another take on the whole gender argument, and I will come right out and say it. The existence of more than two genders is a sexist concept. Let me explain.
It's time to live my dream.
Monash University provides a pretty accurate and easy to understand distinction between sex and gender. Simply, sex equals male and female. Gender equals masculine and feminine. And to expand on this, sex refers to biological differences, chromosomes, hormonal profiles, and internal and external sex organs, whereas gender describes the characteristics that a society or culture delineates as masculine or feminine. From gender comes the concept of gender roles or gender norms, which are defined as a set of expectations associated with the perception of masculinity and femininity. Common gender roles we see today are the man being the primary earner in the nuclear family, while the woman focuses more on home building and caring for the kids. Though in recent decades these roles have become less ingrained in Western culture, as many women have entered the workforce out of willingness to pursue a career or sheer financial necessity. Gender norms, however, still maintain an overall presence in our societies. Generally, women are more caring and empathetic, enjoy conversing with others more, and are more emotional, by their own admission, biological functions, or pre-existing societal standards. Men, on the other hand, are more willing to participate in sports and competition as well as not being as social, for the reasons listed above. Now, by no means do these characteristics apply to every individual male and female, but we're talking averages here. But what if you vary from these common gender roles and norms? What if you're a male who's particularly weak and timid, or a female bodybuilder who hates hearing from Donna about neighborhood drama and how Ed cheated on her this weekend and would rather just down protein shakes than ever be called wearing stilettos? Well, before, we just considered these people to be breaking gender norms, and most would support them for not adhering to preconceived societal notions. But something happened along the way, where instead of people committing to breaking these commonly held conceptions and leaving it at just that, being yourself within one of the two existing genders, suddenly a whole new swath of genders came into existence. It shifted from not necessarily adhering to every perception about being a male or female if you didn't want to seeking out or creating your very own gender that fits you in the face of reason. And I call this sexist not to incite controversy, or to throw around a term that has largely lost its meaning because of its false and frankly overuse, but because making up and identifying as genders other than male or female only solidifies those preconceived societal roles and legitimizes the existence of negative ones that have followed. Instead of looking at gender's characteristics and deciding you need your very own special gender to describe you because you differentiate even slightly from the norm, you should instead set out to change what being a man or a woman means, or consider yourself unique within the confines of being a male or female. Because if you decide to cut and run and identify as a lighthouse or something, you're only reaffirming those roles and stereotypes that people have fought so hard to erase. Just because you don't feel like you fit into the confines of being male or female doesn't automatically mean you aren't either. Rather, you're a male who is interested in hairstyling, or a woman who loves cars. You have to be realistic and prove your own identity within the accurate and socially acceptable two-gender system. Because if you give legitimacy to a third gender, you verify the existence of another million.